One. More questions to you, How
you doing?
Hello, Colin. So nice to see you.
Good to see you.
You have been really busy, yes? Have you?
Yeah, busy one thing or another. More to do with the day job, becoming more demanding now. Everyone's going back to work. So
Okay.
Everyone wants their stuff running properly. Everyone wants, more people in the office, and it's picking up on that side of thing. So, yeah, it's can get quite demanding sometimes.
Hey, United States. Hello, Bill. Yes, so good evening, everybody. We are waiting for Sam. Sam he probably will be late. He's putting his little one to the bed. What time your kids go to bed?
They're still up.
Are they still up?
We tried to sort of keep them up a little while longer before the weekend, so we get a little bit longer in the morning.
What about electric or electronic friends? Have they got them? iPads?
Yeah. My boy's constantly on his computer. He's into sort of gaming, so I try to keep up with him in that respect, and give him a game once in a while. He's into sort of Roblox and things like that kids are into. So that's quite nice to have that connection, because I used to play games all the time, and so it's good to share that, I guess. But he's upstairs and I'm downstairs, and that's how we communicate through a computer.
Oh God, I remember the first time when I had this console. Atari probably was my first one. Maybe for 48 straight hours, you didn't go to sleep.
Yeah, I think I had an Atari.
You had an Atari as well.
Yeah, was it 2800 or 2600? I think it had a wood sort of air vent on the front.
Your memory is good. Yes.
Yeah. Pong and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. So good evening, everybody. So we are gonna talk about domains, and yes, and at the moment we have the first one is here already. So Colin Smith. Colin, could you introduce yourself? What do you do, and what do you know about domain names?
So I've been domaining for quite a few years. I run a website called flip.uk, which is a marketplace for UK domain names. We have a marketplace, and we have online auctions. So check it out. It's flip.uk.
How many domains have you got yourself?
I suppose getting up to sort of 250, 260-ish. Nothing compared to Sam.
Oh, he's totally crazy.
Yeah.
250 to 260 domains.
Yeah, about that. I mean, I don't keep track of it, but yeah.
At what point? At which point did you lose? Did you lose a count?
At which point? What? Sorry.
Did you lose a count of them?
Oh well. I mean, I only check when I sort of if I go into my Nominet account, I'll yeah.
Just the renewals?
Sorry, renewals.
Yes. Are you just when you are checking for the renewals? Yes, or what?
When I get a domain name transferred into me onto my tag, then that's only when I sort of log in. Renewals are just done automatic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are the things with .uk domain names? As you are, and I would say you are the expert about .uk extension. Yes.
I wouldn't say I was an expert, but
absolutely, that is your market.
They've still got a long way to come when you're comparing them against .co.uk's. but I think you have to be in it to win it, and yeah, so that's mainly what I've been acquiring over the past few years, just on a speculative, see where it goes really. It's a long term thing, 10, 15 years. That's what we're looking at really.
Are you looking into like 10, 15 years? Is that your plan?
Well, yeah, I mean, it hasn't really caught on yet, but it's gaining ground all the time. So it's a shorter domain. It's the .uk domain. So that's what I'm buying. That's what I'm betting on.
So do you think that at some point in the UK they will actually switch over from .co.uk and will move totally into .uk?
Well, some companies have, and I sort of see it as a snowball effect. So once we get some, I mean, we have got big companies that use the .uk, but it hasn't really had the marketing for the retail customers to just sort of see. But I think anybody building a site now or starting a company are definitely looking at the .uk, as an option.
And is the market fully, like, are ordinary people educated that there is this .uk, and do ordinary people see clear difference of .co.uk and .uk?
I guess it's highly subjective, really. I can only really tell you what I see, and I see it's the top level. It's the short, it's nice short. I think it's a winner personally. Some people don't like it, but
Don't like it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Really?
mainly people who have got huge .co.uk portfolios, but
Okay, we definitely do know one of them. Yes.
Yeah. I think you kind of have to place your bets. You have to you have to speculate in all areas of domain names. So
What do you follow up the latest sales? What have been the best latest sales for .uk?
I can only really, I not something I check regularly. We had just looking on Flip .uk. So I mean, yeah, there's the agency went for 253 quid. A lot. We had a nice sorry.
What was it? Agency?
The agency.
The agency. Okay.
That's just that's just one that. I mean, shopping went for something like 60,000.
Okay. Shopping.uk.
Yeah, so they do, get good money, but for the premiums, we had a really good sale today on an SEO domain. TechWatch.co.uk went for nearly £3,000. Nuffield Theatre went for 420 the other day. So yeah.
And yeah, so James is saying, I like UK, but I think that it will be years before everyone uses it.
Yeah, I agree.
And even the .us, Do you think
Yeah, never
this
had a.
.us is a different case, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That is a different scenario. Yeah,
As it is definitely overshadowed by .com.
yeah.
It never stood a chance, actually. Yeah. And what are your best .uk's? Apart from Colin. Apart from Colin, of course.
Yeah. Just have a look in portfolio. So I bought Alps.uk the other day.
Alps.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's a massive sort of holiday destination, and it spans 8 countries with 30 million visitors per year. So there's quite a big UK market there for that destination. For the price, I think it was. How much it went for now? 50 quid. So it's a punt.
Yeah.
But
that should, yeah.
But that's it's a punt. If anything, it's it's just another one in the bag, really. Bought businesslink.uk
Business Link.
last week. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember Business Link was a government scheme?
Yes.
Years ago.
So it does seem so. Yes.
Yeah.
As combination of these names triggers some memories. Yes.
They stopped funding for it a few years ago, and it no longer exists. But they were working on businesslink.co.uk. I just like the domain, so I bought that one. Bought a couple of SEO domains. Equity, Any, and Eco Velocity.
Okay.
So DA36.
What is DA36?
So we use Moz metrics.
Okay. Yes.
As opposed to I think it's Href or something.
Hrefs, yes.
Yeah. So that's their kind of rating that they give that, a DA rating and a PA rating.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can check out what James has bought. He bought vegan Colin. Colin.uk. Must have been drunk.
It's very specific. I'll give him that. Yeah, it's a niche.
Wow. And how is your .flip doing? Like flip.uk doing?
Yeah, not bad. Got had a good influx of new members. Got about 750 members now.
Wow! So you've grown half. So
yeah, half again probably.
So the last time we had a chat was a month ago, something like that.
More than that, yeah, longer than that.
And you had 500 members.
500, yeah.
Wow!
Just coming up to 70 grand in sales, but a lot of sales are done off the platform. So
yes,
I would say probably half that again is done away from the platform. Say someone contacts the seller and they just exchange email through the messaging system, and then they sort out the transfer away from that. Not that there's any real incentive of doing so, because there's no commission, but that does happen. And you're up to 15,500 listings.
15.
So I don't know what we were before, but it kind of goes up and down. So
I think you were something around 10,000 then. Maybe am I wrong? No, could it be the case?
I'll have to have a look back on the video.
And how did you get them?
Just people join up.
people. Do you know where they are coming from?
No, just I guess people people may catch a domain, and other people got an eye on it, and when it becomes available on Flip, they then find it because they go to the domain. There's all sorts of scenarios how people find it, but yeah, and they just upload the portfolio. It's easy to do. We've got one-click import tools from Dan.com and all of the major platforms. So you can export from Dan and import straight into Flip. So made it really easy. And if you've got a portfolio, there's no reason to not add it on. I mean, you haven't got to park your domain at Flip, but it's worth doing because you'll be in the marketplace, and we do have a lot of people visit that marketplace. There are lots of the sales go through. So,
and what is the traffic Flip gets?
Well, we've had 11.8 million visitors, but
they are 11.8 million visitors.
They are not all bona fide because it's a constant battle between real visitors and bots, basically.
Bots. Okay.
Our servers get hammered. They get absolutely hammered. And it's a constant battle to stop that and distinguish between real bona fide visitors and bots.
And do you use something like Google Analytics, or do you just rely on server stats?
No. I haven't incorporated analytics into it yet. I may do that for the members, so they could put their own analytics code into their portfolios.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this, why not?
So I say again?
Why not?
Well, I probably will. But
other priorities. Other priorities.
Yeah. It's just having the time to do all these little things. Yeah.
Colin, I definitely understand you. In my case as well, I know what I haven't done, but there are priorities. That. What are your priorities at the moment?
Day job, children, family at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. And with Flip, what are the priorities?
The priorities on Flip are, I've got a big list of priorities. I just sort of, my main priority at the moment is getting a new type of getting a new auction system running, which would be a Dutch style auction.
The Dutch style.
Mm. Yeah.
And is it going to be alternative auction, or all the auctions will
transfer? No, you can choose. You can just choose if you want to do a Dutch style.
Do you prefer Dutch style yourself?
I've never bidded on a Dutch style auction, but I think from what I've heard from people that they would like to see that. Yeah, it seems a good idea.
Okay. Can I ask you, out of the professional curiosity, like for Host Maria, for us, the probably number one priority is still improve customer support.
Yeah.
How do you manage customer support?
I don't. They manage themselves. I've made it. I mean, yeah, you're going to get the people come through to contacts and things like that. But I've tried to make it as self-serving as possible. The only real thing you get is because you can't theoretically add the same domain twice. So a user may have had the domain in their port in their back end, and then they've since sold it or it's dropped and someone else has got it and they want to add it, and it won't let them add it because it's under somebody's account. You get those, but then just generally say just contact the person that's holding it in their account and ask them to remove it. And if they don't, then give me a shout back and I'll do it manually. But it's pretty much a self-service. Yeah.
Okay, Bill is saying Dutch style auctions are more like playing poker. You need to believe in yourself to bid, buy at the right time. At the right time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it all depends on how. Yeah, I mean, it can produce FOMO. So we'll see when we've got them up and running whether how that works. But maybe Dutch style auction is basically FOMO. So
Okay.
yeah.
Have you actually tried like cloning flip.uk and throwing it into a different market?
Oh yeah, well, like Canadian market or German market or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's easily doable.
Have you done it?
No.
No. Okay.
It'd be easy to do. Yeah.
It'd be really easy to do. Okay. And how has been your week? Oh,
Yeah.
let us chill. How has been your week? Friday is here. We can relax. Everybody can relax and
long weekend.
Long weekend, yes. But still, you're gonna work from home, no?
Yeah, I work from home pretty much full time, doing everything remotely. So yeah, it is hectic. It's getting back to normal. Everyone's starting to open up, so yeah, it's getting back to normal.
The whole last year was a weekend, a long weekend.
Yeah, just been doing a bit of gardening, things like that. Sort of tidying things up and getting on with some jobs, bits and bobs.
Okay.
Just general life, really. Yeah. What about yourself?
Working.
Yeah.
Bringing in more people to host Maria, yes, and yeah, probably next week we'll start moving into a different, still exploring the registrar market, and then getting ready, and slowly probably we'll start moving into drop catching services.
Oh, cool.
As well.
Yeah. Just on the for what TLDs are you going to do? UK? Are you going to do other TLDs?
Slowly, Europe is ours. Yes, that's our ground.
Cool.
Yeah, but but again, we will see. We'll start small, and one by one, of course.
Yeah. Do you? I don't know how other registries work. You obviously are you taking membership out with other registries in Europe, or are you using a reseller?
I will be taking. Yes, I really do not like that reseller thing.
Yeah,
I really do not like. I would prefer making smaller steps, but becoming a registrar for registry. For one registry, then you would take becoming a registrar for another registry, and then step by step.
Yeah. Well, if you need drop catching scripts for other registries, that's not a problem. Give me a shout. Be interested to see how they do it.
Are they yours?
Yeah. I can just write them as needed, really. So.
So you wrote them yourself?
Yeah, I mean it's not hard. Well, it's hard to write a good script. It's easy to write a script, but it's hard to write a good script. Yeah, it's with the .uk, there's been so many vulnerabilities and flaws. To find those loopholes and those advantages are very hard. So it would be interesting to see what other, to see what is still open on other registries.
How is the .uk market? Is it or .uk and .co.uk? Are they still strong, or are there? How is the drop catching market? How many players are there? Like proper
There's
players?
loads.
Loads, yes.
Yeah, loads. Yeah, it's very highly competitive. It's more spread out now. I think it's a more level playing field. But I think Nominet are bringing out their new system. What that entails, I don't know, but I think they're doing a drop catching tag.
Oh,
yeah. So from what I've heard, you'll have a drop catching tag that you'd have to pay a subscription to. Like a yearly subscription. I don't know how it's all going to work out. I don't think.
okay, that's
Yeah, I
interesting.
just don't know, but I know it's changing. So
That is interesting. Yes. As in my case, I would be offering these to cache domains for clients.
yeah, drop
The
catching
same.
service.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And then people can register domains, or you could go and say, hey, I want to cache this domain. Please try to do it for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for us, additional service and more users, of course. And how strong servers do you need for that? What would be the requirements for
You don't need you don't need horrendous resources to run a script.
not like deep think? Yes.
Yeah,
From Keyboard's guide. Yes.
the IBM chess. No, location plays a part, and make sure you can get a pairing quite close to the registry servers. So yeah, that is part of it. Not all of it, but that's part of it.
Okay, so getting close to the registrar. Yes.
Yeah, you want to get a good link to. Yeah.
How close are your servers?
We're in London. I've got a good link to it. I think I'm about 2 milliseconds away.
Okay.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
That is very good. Are Nominet servers in London as well?
That's a round trip at 2 milliseconds, so it's a millisecond away.
Yeah. So
yeah. But Nominet servers are load balanced, so they're not necessarily in the same place all the time. But,
okay.
Yeah.
So
they kind of be.
yes. So they've clouded like a cloud for themselves. Yes.
Mm.
And they would be load balanced across several data centers, or within one.
I don't know the specifics, but I would imagine that they would be in multiple data centers just for redundancy. Yeah, so the data centers have been known to catch fire. I think one did last week.
So
an OVS.
what happened there actually?
It was a data center in France, I think.
Yes, some big one. Yes.
Yeah, big one.
And they didn't
took the whole thing out.
And they didn't have backups. Nothing. Yes. Everything was.
Well, I guess as that it's a data center. They have many clients inside that data center, so it'd be up to the clients to do the backups, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it was a OVH data center.
Was it their server or OVH's one? Yes.
Sorry, say again.
Was it OVH's data center?
OVH. I think they ran a data center in France.
Yes.
So France or Germany.
OVH are the largest ones in France. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They are huge.
Yes.
They always come to the UK to exhibit.
Yeah.
They have good stands, good offers. Yeah, good coffee. Really, they've got this always good coffee machines. Yes, that's good. Are you thinking about monetization of Flip? Yeah.
Not yet. It will always be free, but might have add-ons and things like that. I did toy with the idea of a kind of outreach add-on. I was looking
Outreach.
for
Okay.
I was looking for partners that that do domain outreach. There are a few out there. So if you could buy a service, a package for a domain that you got in the marketplace or one that you bring in onto the auction, you could purchase the package and then that would be sent to a specialist to then contact potential buyers for that domain. Other little add-ons would be something like promoting it straight to the showcase section.
Okay.
Things like that, yeah. But it will always be free to use. I had to do some restrictions recently. I worked with a few guys from the forum
Yes.
in deciding on how to do that. So we brought in restrictions for the auction side of things, simply because we were getting just repeats and repeats and repeats,
Okay.
and high amounts of reserved auctions. Some people were using them just for lead generation, so they'd put the same domain in every week with a high reserve, and then if anybody put a lowball bid on and didn't break the reserve, then they would use that as kind of like lead generation and then try and produce a sale afterwards. So to get rid of that, we've introduced some limits, and it's based on how many successful auctions you've sold, how many successful auction listings you've sold. There's I'll find the limits. So if anybody can sell 5 auctions at once, one being a reserve, and then it goes up in steps all the way to if you've got a score of 21, so if you've sold, you get 1 point for each successful auction.
Okay. Yes.
And it goes all the way up to 20. You can have a maximum of 25 auctions, and 10 of those can be reserved. So yeah.
Okay. So let us say I have 500 domain names at Flip.
Yeah.
And then I need to meet what kind of.
Well, to put them on the marketplace, there are no limits. This is just for auctions. Yeah.
Okay.
So for your whole portfolio, you can put them on the marketplace, not a problem. You can put 1,000, 10,000 on.
Okay, so this is about the marketplace, not about the auctions.
This is about the auctions, not the marketplace.
Okay, auctions, not the yes.
Yeah,
okay.
The limits are for the auction section.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it is good to limit the users?
It has turned out to work really well, because we were getting, as I say, auctions that were being rotated every week, and it was getting a bit of a hard job just to see the wood for the trees, really. So yeah, it has done a lot of good. Yeah.
So you are saying that you have several users that have learned how to game the system for their advantage.
Two or three.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is the same in our case. Absolutely. We have people who abuse like Epsom offers all the time. But then the percentage is so small, we just kind of close our eyes and let them be. Let them be.
I mean, at the same time, it's improved the quality of auctions, no end. So there's a lot more fresh auctions there. Yeah.
Can I ask you your personal opinion? So one of the tasks for me was to find parking for my domains. So when we met each other, I had like what 20, maybe 30 two-letter domain names. Now I have 152.
Yeah, I think everybody sort of goes towards
And now
Dan parking.
parking Dan.
Are you talking about monetized parking or?
I'm thinking of now I have reached the level. Before I was thinking when I had less those two-letter domain names, I was thinking, uh, that's fine. They bring in the traffic, and traffic is good. Traffic is more valuable than you would make money from the parking. But now I'm thinking, those renewals will definitely eat the budget, and maybe now it is the time to start thinking actually. And I definitely know that the number of my two letters will be growing.
Yeah, I think Dan have partnered with Bodis,
Yes.
so they do offer, I think, sort of ad style parking pages. Yeah,
I'm not so after hybrids. I don't know. What is your personal
I
opinion? Hybrids. If you had to choose something, would you go for something really really specific, like shaped for one purpose only, or you would go for a hybrid model?
so are we talking for the parking page? Yeah,
Both,
we're
both,
talking
both,
about ads or
both,
no?
both parking page and the things in general in life. You know, my thinking is, look, if you want, so if my target now is to regenerate the renewal fees, then if that is the main thing, and if I do understand, if a buyer comes in after my two-letter domain names, they will find me. Absolutely. They will find me. If they want that name, they will find me. Then my mission is to monetize as effective as possible.
Well, I suppose you could build your own sites on them and monetize them, you know, yourself.
Oh, that is a nightmare. Build your own sites on them.
Yeah, you just need like a micro site on them with the,
No,
you know.
yes, I have applied to Park Logic.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I haven't got much. I don't like parking pages with ads on, so it's not something that I've really done before. All I know is that Dan do it in conjunction with Bodis, but yeah, I don't like them at
Why
all.
not?
Really, I just if I just don't. Yeah,
Why not?
I think they had their day years ago.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah, I think if you've got a serious profile portfolio of domain names, I don't think you want to be displaying them with ads all over the page.
Do you think
Yeah,
it would devaluate
yeah. I just
the
think they
domain?
look. Yeah, I just well, yeah. I just think it looks cheap, and it's not really. Other people have said it as well. Yeah, I, I just don't like it.
And these were my thoughts, Colin, as well. But now, when you are in position of,
If you want to regenerate your renewal costs, then I guess that's a way forward. But yeah,
these are, I see them as simple mathematics. Part of my income, I put part of my income into two-letter domain names. But then at some point, I will need to stop it if I'm not selling. And I understand that I will need to wait 3 to 5 years. I'm giving myself 3 to 5 years for those markets to catch up. Even Belgium is still slowly catching up.
yeah. I
And
mean, I guess it's personal preference, really. At the end of the day, uh, but personally, it's not something that I would do.
So you have. Yes.
I haven't had one person ask me out of everyone that's got their portfolios on Flip. I haven't had one person ask me, how do I activate the ads or anything like that. Not one person.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, I definitely was at that side, but then once you start thinking, you say so you have 250, 260 domain names, yes? And you are a nominate member, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so it means you are paying like what, £4 or £5 per yeah, yes.
Yes, because it's just over £1,000 a year.
Yes. Still, that is £1,000 a year. But you would all your domains are at Flip, so it is not an issue for you.
It's just a you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the cost. People will not revisit park domains with just adverts on. You lose a visitor and get wiped with them. Maybe I don't know. My thinking is actually switching now.
I mean, if I really wanted a domain and it had a park page with ads
Yes.
on it, wouldn't obviously stop me from
Absolutely
doing it. But
it is a clear sign that a domain is available for inquiry.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I suppose I'm coming from someone who runs the platform, a marketplace, and I suppose, you just want it to look as nice as possible, and ads aren't particularly nice. So, and there's a reason why Dan didn't do it from square one as well. I don't know what made them make the decision to. But I suppose, I suppose it's up to the portfolio owner, isn't it? They've then got choice. They could either have them or not, and the default is not. So, I suppose giving them the choice is not a bad thing.
Yes, that is actually that is now my thing. I have reorganized my portfolio all around the place. Have split those, split the domains, organized everything in sheets. As I did notice, I've lost count of them.
Yeah,
I remember when I had my 10 domains, I knew each and every of them.
What extension have you got? What TLDs are they?
10 in Belgium, 31 Latvia.
Yeah, LV.
Latvia. LV, yes. Three Serbia. Yeah, BE.
BE, yeah. Serbia.
Serbia RS.
Yeah.
So yes, 3 of them, and then 33 Portugal PT.
Okay, these are 2 letters, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's the market like for 2-letter European? Like Portugal.
Very slow.
Is it?
I need to start. Yes, and another thing is, I want to put them on Park Logic to start analyzing the traffic as well. Just
and how does the price compare from a 2-letter.uk to
I think .uk and .de are those 2 markets that are definitely strong. All the others are still waking up. And then I have one market, one country. I cannot still name the country. I'm slowly swallowing as much as I can. And I've got 71. And I've got some.
And you bought these on the
no comments on that one. Oh, no comments.
But you bought them on the aftermarket, obviously.
No comments, absolutely.
Okay.
How on that one? No, I need to finish. I need to finish the thing. God. I just see my funds, but that's okay. So
And how does the renewal costs compare?
in that country where I have 71%, at one point I've started directing everything direct. I'm paying 80% of the domains are already at the registrar itself, at the main country registrar. So I'm paying the lowest fees possible. But then again, once I will start becoming a registrar. I will apply.
Yeah.
Again.
But how do they compare with .uk renew? Fees? Are they higher or lower? A lot higher. A lot higher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a lot higher. 4 times, 4 times higher, or 5 times, 4 to 5 times higher.
Okay.
Per domain.
So I can see why you possibly looking at monetizing them.
Yes. So now I see your smile.
Yeah.
Do you understand now my point? Yes.
Yeah.
And you want to get more,
but
and
of course
more.
you need traffic.
But 2 letters always have traffic.
Yeah. I suppose.
Yeah, I'm chicken head. If I have a little drink, I'm done totally. Tea. Red tea. Yes. If I have but whoever has whiskey, let the force be with you. So yes, once I've got there, I'm just slowly looking into that thing. Maybe after I swallow that market. Once you realize that you have tipped over 10% of the market, it is a very strange feeling. Very, very strange feeling, yes. But yeah, going there slowly.
What's the population of Latvia?
Latvia, 2 million.
2 million. Okay.
No, Latvian domains are good. All of my Latvian domains are spot on. All the premium letters.
Yeah.
Portuguese are totally opposite. Excuse all that good stuff.
Right.
All that good stuff. But no, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Just hold them. So yeah. So interesting thoughts.
I have got a 2-character .uk. I picked up.
Okay, 2-character. What is it?
It's c6.uk.
c6.uk.
Yeah. There's a couple of companies out there called C6. I believe it's a carbon 6 is a thing.
Okay.
It's it's a type of carbon.
Yes, we have a visitor coming in, but he needs to get ready. So c6.uk.
Yeah, it was cheap. It was only 50 quid. So I thought, see what happens.
And what domains do you catch yourself?
Well, I haven't caught anything recently.
And how big is your list?
What the ones that I go for at any one time?
Yes.
Oh, I only go for one. Yeah, if you're going to catch something, it's you've just got to go for one. You just won't have any chance. I mean, you could catch multiple low contested domains, not a problem. And there are people out there that sort of catch sort of 8, 9, 10 a day, but they're all low contested. Yeah, but I just tend to go for one at a time. Always,
Hello, Sam.
Sam.
How you doing? You all right? I'm just in the middle of doing work.
No worries.
You're in the middle of the live stream.
Yeah, that's it. How's it going?
Very, very good. Look, Colin has. Do you remember the last time we had a chat with Colin? He had 500 members at flip.uk. Now he's got 750.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
How much have you turned over on the site now?
Oh, I think we said earlier that's
70.
And we said, like, probably half that again for all sales that are done outside.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
It's completely free though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you're gonna get a lot more people use it. I don't see. I do have a look at domain law on that, but there's not much going on there these days. Well, there is a few sales that are decent, but I saw psychotherapy go for quite a decent amount.
Therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite surprised on that one.
Yeah, it's not really a term that
Yeah, it's not like
they use anymore.
I think it was only the UK as well.
Is it? Let's have a look on sales history. So the domain sales history.uk, which is a site by Seamly, if you're a member of the Acorn forum.
Yeah.
His site's pretty good.
Does he keep it updated now?
Well,
he never used to keep it updated.
It's all done through feeds, isn't it?
So he's just using the feeds. Right.
Yeah, he's using feeds. I done a bespoke feed for him for Flip. But psychotherapy.
So I was just wondering why someone paid that much.
It was a .co.uk.
Mm.
6,200.
6,200 I paid for.
Because I wouldn't thought that would go in an auction for that much. There must have been an end user there.
Yep.
Bidding on it. Yeah.
Or somebody representing an end user, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need 2 to tango.
Okay.
Well, that's it. Like the problem with domain law, if you've only got 1 or 2 buyers, it's always going to go low.
So Mazona is saying argan oil.uk was sold at CEDO for $833.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I've got something like that. Look.
I've got something similar, yes.
I've got neem.uk, which is neem oil. That's quite
Nemo.
Neem, Neem. Neem oil, yeah.
Yes, neem oil, okay.
It's used in a lot of products. Yeah.
I've definitely heard of argan oil, but not neem oil. So Mazon is asking, so what do you guys think of zooflix.com?
I always look at the radio test when I buy domain names, and that would fail the radio test in quite a few ways, unfortunately.
At which point?
Zoo.
Okay.
And Flix.
Both of them.
It doesn't make much sense to me either. Zooflix, what the hell is it? What does that mean? Just save your money. Stop registering domains.
And if you are stuck with your domain, go to Clubhouse.
Yeah, if you want to learn a little bit of knowledge, just drop in a Clubhouse room. and there's quite a few of them, and you'll get to learn what sells, especially on the auction clubhouse rooms.
I think my invitation's on the way.
Yes. Finally, yes. Bang.
I'm being brought up to speed.
Yes, Clubhouse was down actually.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I'll have a
There
look at
it
it
is.
later. Yeah.
There it is. Did you see it, Sam? The Clubhouse was down like an hour ago. Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's been up for me.
All the time it was up for you. Oh, come on! You never check your phone. Sam sometimes is there, and his phone is. Just
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any good sales? Any interesting purchases for you guys?
Not for me.
Sales. I've acquired another couple of .co.uk's, but I can't say the names, but these are good ones because they always are. The only names that I tend to go for now are one word or very short, and these are old domains as well, but I can't say the names yet because they're still in escrow. And
okay.
As for sales, I've got a 5-figure sale coming in escrow for a co-UK.
Is it signed already?
No, I can't talk about that one yet until.
No, but
it
at
may
least
be in the next.
is it signed?
No, it's been going on. It's been going on for a long while, negotiation, but it's agreed, and they are apparently going to pay for it. But I don't, until I see the money in the account, I'm not. I don't even think about it. Yeah, I mean, because there's so many people that doesn't matter if they're a small company or a big company, they just mess you around. And so yeah, I've got a few things in the pipeline. I had a decent offer for Sahara.co.uk, which I own, which is a 1996 domain.
Sahara.
Yeah, and I think it.
Oh
I
my
think,
God.
I'm not too sure who offered it. It came through a broker, but of course they were offering nowhere near the minimum price. So that sort of disappeared. And the thing is, when you get contacted by a GoDaddy broker, so if it's listed in your afternick, they expect to take 20% of the sale anyway. So you've got to really get a decent price to get your money's worth, because 20% is a hit, you know. So if I price names up in GoDaddy, they're normally 2 to 3 times higher than they are in Dan, and purely because GoDaddy takes a big chunk, whereas Dan only takes 9%. But I sell a lot more through GoDaddy than I do on Dan now, and especially with the UK domains, they are integrating through 123 reg. So if your names are listed on Afternick and they go on the 123 reg platform, I'm getting quite a few sales coming through 123 reg. So you're getting more sales. So definitely, if you've got UK domains, you need to list them on. Well, you don't need to, but if you want to sell more, list them on Afternick. Just price them higher. Even .uk's, you know, a few guys have been selling .uk's and getting good money. I just personally haven't had much luck on .uk's, but you know, some people do, and you know, I don't. Unfortunately, I've just got loads of free letter .uk's and none of them get any inquiries, you know. So but maybe in the future they will. I'm going to keep renewing them because if you drop any free letter, they'll be snapped up.
Of course.
Doesn't matter if it's QZYTZX, they'll be snapped up.
Absolutely.
So but yeah.
That's good. I'm getting ready for making sales. I've got my Libaras. I got my Libaras International. They've got cool for £15.
Yeah.
You can make unlimited international numbers, unlimited international calls. Where I have two phones. One is with EE, another one is and my personal one is with 3. God, international calls can be quite pricey. And
so you could do some outbound.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've got some. Yeah. Even for the Belgian names, I've got some guys who definitely would know. Once they hear my voice, they'll say, "Okay, Helmut, yes, we haven't spoke for a long time. Is it still available?" Just to call up and say, hey guys, no pressure, nothing. The domain is still available when you are ready. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's definitely worth doing. Whenever I've taken the time out to do it, it's always worked out. If you've got a domain name and you just look on Company Check or something and compile a list of potential people who would like that, then if you've got a list of 10 or 20 people, you
Yep.
No doubt you'll find somebody who's interested.
Of course, just start making calls.
It's
an hour a day, 2 hours a day. Just make up a plan.
The only downside is that you have approached them and they've not approached you. So when you get somebody approach you, then the price is normally
But then quite often they even wouldn't consider it. They even don't know of existence of such a domain, or they haven't thought.
Exactly.
They have other priorities. Like in our businesses, we have our priorities. Yes, Colin. So yeah, I still haven't made for Host Maria search engine friendly URLs. Here you go. There is a specific reason why I haven't done that. I need a few things to be done first, but in your case, you haven't done analytics as you have other priorities. And I just see that from my point of view, those businesses, they've got other priorities than just domains. And somebody just needs to call them up and say, hey guys, and to see that, to put that seed into fertile ground.
I guess it depends on your circumstances as well. If you've got a great portfolio, then they sell themselves. The outbound stuff might be good for some of the stragglers that you've got in your portfolio. The ones that you can just sort of shift on for a few £100 or something like that. Just get rid of them. But if they're good, then they're going to sell themselves.
What are your reserves for your .uk's at Flip, Colin?
I don't have. All mine are on make an offer.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just
Oh. Sam.
What?
So how many names have you got at Flip?
How many names? I don't know. I stuck a load on there when Colin first started it, because I think I was one of the. I don't know if I was an early member anyway. So I stuck a load of free letters on there and a couple of other ones. I've stuck a couple of I've teased people with a couple of my nice names on there, like war.co.uk, but I don't think it's ever going to be the right buyer on Flip. They're mainly for domain investors that just want everything cheap, because I am one of them. you know, I don't want
Let
to
us
pay.
be honest.
I don't want to pay silly money for them, but some of them I've had to pay silly money to get the really good golden gems, like to get war.co.uk was.
Wait, what?
I own War, WAR.
Seriously?
Yeah, war.co.uk. Yeah.
You've got 931 at the moment.
Yeah, so I've got a lot on there. But
Wow. Okay, 931, and those are both .co.uk's and .uk's?
I'm
Yeah,
not
mixture.
sure. They're mixture, yeah, I think. Yeah.
And can you see the statistics? How many of them are .co.uk's and how many of them are .uk's?
I think the majority of .uk's, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, they are. I haven't got any statistics like that built in, but yeah, majority of them are free letter .uk's. Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 letters I stuck on them mainly because the plan was to auction a lot of them off and just sell them, you know, and get rid of them, because I think I'd had them for a couple of years and I just wasn't selling them. But then, you know, there's no easy way to get rid of 3 letter domains. You know, either people buy them on auction for a couple of hundred or buy them for 50 quid. Or you flip them on the forums cheap. But then I thought to myself, then one sold for a couple of grand. I thought, no, I don't want to do that. I'm renewing them all, and I'm just going to hold out, you know, because I think free letters are, especially the really good ones. Free letters are like gold now, and people used to sell them for low prices, you know, crazily low prices on the forums. And the way I see it, I offered to companies over the years them at a decent price, what I thought was a decent price. Now they've got no chance of buying it at that price. You're talking, the best ones are always going to be priced in the 5-figure plus range. I'm not selling them in the thousands. Some people do sell them in the thousands, and I'm quite shocked that I think it was pop.co.uk sold for like 8,000. Was it 8,000 on? Someone reported it on Acorn. I think it was 8,000. I thought to myself, bloody hell, that's cheap. Or was it 7,000? I don't know. I need to have a look on Acorn, but it was cheap, and that's pop, P-O-P. You know, that's a blooming good 3 letter. You know, that should be, personally, that should be in the sort of 20k plus figure. A name like that. It's just depends on the person that owns it, but you know, some of them have sold, you know, crazy cheap. But now you can't pick any decent ones up. You know, very hard to get hold of a decent 3 letter because they're either being taken by a end user, or they're being held by a domain investor. And you know, I do like them. You know, whereas I can get hold of the 3 letters slightly easier than a 2 letter. The 2 letters are practically impossible to get hold of, and the single letters, you can forget that. You know, you know, because people had to spend a lot of money in the nominal auctions to get the single letters. You know, G.co.uk sold for I think it was 96-7 grand.
It wasn't even Google bought it, was it?
They
bid on it, but they didn't win the auction.
No, it was the another domain investor in the UK. Can you believe it?
I think I know if that's the same one.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention the name, but you know, it's a person that we know, and they spent a huge amount of money on it. And I think the idea was to outbid Google, because they'd come back and go, oh, we're going to give you 500,000, you know, but I don't think that worked out. And if Google wanted it, they would have outbid, I think, you know, they had a budget. Absolutely. And that was it.
Yeah.
and you know, they might sell it in the future, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay, here are 2 questions from Ozona. Since argan oil was sold for $833, what do you think if he swapped the places, the words, and oil argan.uk?
Argan oil is what I know it as. Yeah. Oil argan doesn't really make any sense to me.
No.
Okay, and here's another one. taxielectric.uk.
If you're going down the eco route, I would like to see the word eco in there rather than I don't know. Taxi electric.
Isn't it meant to be the other way round? Electric taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit of a mouthful that way around. Yeah. Electric taxi is definitely more memorable.
And again, who would buy it? Who would buy it? Even if you had
this is what you got to think about. Who's going to buy it before you buy it?
Yeah. You know, I had taxi names. I've had loads of taxi and cab type names. Have I been able to sell any of them over the years? No. Just keep well away from those taxi names and that. They just don't sell. I think I had things like yellow cab and yellow all sorts of weird ones. You know, like, you know, because when you first start domaining, you register all sorts of crap.
Yeah. Did you drop them?
Yeah, I dropped them because they just didn't sell. Oh yeah, I just confirmed. Pop did say sell for $8,000. I saw it on Acorn, and that's just incredible. You know how cheap someone sold it for, and that was I think it was reported in October last year.
Yeah. So it's a lovely name. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing name. Like,
domain. Yeah.
that is just can be used for so much stuff. Yeah.
I immediately think of PR.
Yeah.
Marketing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Amazon says both of theme still available for writing. Do you understand this? I do not get this comment. No.
Don't know what that means.
No problem. So what are the plans for the next week?
Same as last week.
Same as last week?
Yeah.
Getting more domains?
If they come up. Yeah. Always on the lookout.
Colin, up to which number we would feel like comfortable? Which number is comfortable for you in regards to domain names? 500?
Don't have a number really. If I like it and I think it is a good opportunity, then I'll try and get it. Yeah. Don't have a maximum number. No.
Sam?
What number?
How are your Dutch adventures going on?
Yeah, I'm obviously I'm investing in .de, .nl, any CCTLD. They're similar to .uk, so but a lot of .des are selling. I've seen a lot of sales going on with .de, so I'm just playing around with them rather than just sticking to .co.uk because it just gets a bit boring sticking to .co.uk. You know, looking at the drops and there's been a lot going on with Nomina. I think there was an issue with the EPP with the drop catching, and it kept. So a lot of people were complaining that the it was timing out and stuff. I don't know.
You've got to set your time out to under
20 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I just went for a ridiculously low number.
Yeah. So, you know, like I haven't really bothered trying to catch anything. The normal stuff comes up, a couple of free letters, don't they, that everyone go for. But you know, like I tend to like stick to certain things that I know are going to be good ones that are going to sell, rather than just when I used to do it, I used to put 50 names in it a day and like rotate. I don't care; it'll just catch everything.
Yeah.
But I've stopped doing that now because I need to cut down the amount of names that I'm registering on a daily basis. You know, I'm surprised with some of the stuff that people are catching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look at the drop list and then I look
Yeah.
at the catch list and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? But you know, it's still. I think, you know, good opportunities are going to happen for people that have got good names now. You know, especially in the UK space, people are willing to spend more money than they ever wanted to spend. So if you've got a good domain name, it's probably one of the best opportunities to sell it now. You know, because companies are really, you know, then a lot of them are using brokers to reach out, but they are all keen on getting their, you know, their brand out there and they're having and going on a good name. So I'm hoping to sell quite a few of my decent premiums, but see what happens. You know, it's only if they go for good money though. You know, it's got to be good. You know, if not, they can just stick with their normal shitty hyphen or something. That's that's what I have so many. I like the things, the domains that you think that are, you know, are going to sell, don't sell. It's like I had one domain, I had about 150 inquiries, and all the offers are like 50, 50, 50, 100, 100. And then they go 1,000, then it goes to, the one actually goes up to like nearly 5,000, and then they're like, oh, that's my top budget. We would never pay anything more than that. Then you look at their revenue and you think, oh, right, this is 100 million turnover, and you're like thinking, and they're like, you look at the company and it's huge, it's got offices everywhere, and they still don't want to buy it.
And they still say our top offer is £50.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then the director goes, I don't know why you're refusing. You bought that for £7. And I said, oh, for God's sake. I said, it's a 1996 name. You know, shall I go back in time and buy a house, right? It's the same concept. Buy a house for £20,000, right? A big 4-bedroom house. And then, you know, and then say, oh, yeah, you can buy it now. In the future, it's only 20 grand. You know, like, you know, they don't get it. They're like, oh, it's, you know, they don't get it. And the thing is with the .coms and, you know, other countries, they get it. And I'm getting more sales happen from overseas than the UK. So the US, New Zealand, Canada, you name it, anything but the UK are purchasing the co-UKs. So they're either buying them because they're venturing out in the UK, or they're thinking, right, we're buying this as an asset to our company because, you know, these British people are not doing it. You know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? It's crazy, but there's only a small percentage, as we all know as domainers, there's only a small percentage of people that actually understand this, and a lot of these companies, like I looked at some of the marketing budgets on the companies that are inquiring for domains, and their marketing budgets are massive, right? And they spend silly amount of money on like stupid things like radio ads and banners and this and that, and then they're like, no, I don't want we don't need the domain, we don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and they're operating on like a triple hyphen.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they get opportunity to buy it, but I don't know about everyone else, but each year, for me, the price goes up. So it either double, so the next year it'll triple. The next year it will go up even more. So if you're trying to get a domain off, mate, it's always going to go up. It's not going to go down.
I love doing the same. Yes.
Yeah, it's not going to go down. It's going to go up. So they're going to have to pay the price.
Also, I started with Belgium names really high, and then they went down, down, down. Now I need to squeeze them back on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's the future, isn't it? We are going into a digital real estate. It's the future of it's going to take a long while for people to get back to normal, and everyone's venturing online now. So that's the way I see it.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, thank you for the conversation. An hour 20. Any last thoughts? Any ideas? Somewhere to put our attention on?
Other than the crypto markets are looking pretty good. We're in our bull run. See the other thing I've got to say.
Crypto markets. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Sam?
Obviously, if you're starting out, you just want to, check, things that are selling rather than just registering anything that's available. Well, you can register stuff that's available, but you need to look at what's selling first rather than just making up words and putting them together. And it's I think we all did it, but if you're paying £7-8 a registration fee and you do that, it can just add up. So just look at trends, look at name bio, and see what's selling on a regular basis, and look and read the sales reports. There's loads of them that come out. You've got Domain Gang, you've got all of them. There's loads of them. Just read them, and then
I think there's a monthly one from Name Bio, isn't it?
Yeah, so just read them, and then you'll see what sells, depending on what extension you want to get into. Most people like .com, but it's a very, very big competition in it now. In that marketplace. If you want to, I think people will do better off in the CCTLDs. There's not so many people doing that. Compared to there is in .com, they got hundreds of thousands of people like trying to make flip a domain from $7 to $3,000, and it's not easy. Obviously when you know what you're doing, it can become easy, but it's all good.
All good. Business as usual.
Yeah. Business as usual.
Let us march on. Okay. Thank you for coming in. And maybe really next time, I have heard times by times about domain social, but have never seen it.
Yeah, the domain social's on as well. So you're clashing with it.
Oopsie daisy.
Well, the thing is I think, like as he says, Fridays probably aren't the best days because they run the domain social.
Bad luck for them.
I literally had an email just before I came on this, and it was trying to drag me onto Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they are on Zoom and then they live stream it as well. Yes.
Yeah, they live stream it to YouTube, and and it's recorded. So yeah.
Okay. Very good. Okay, Colin. All the best with Flip.
Thank you. And we'll catch up some other time.
Absolutely. Good night,
Okay.
all, and have a great weekend.
And
See
you.
you later.